And I want to listen. We love having Kenny for the interviews. We want Kenny to be on the interviews every week. So let's practice safe driving, Kenny. Okay.
I'm parked, bro.
Because I was just about to bust you for not having your seatbelt on.
No, I even thought about putting it on. There's no way I would have my seatbelt on. And I have to like come in and like hear from you. No, man, I'm parked.
Okay. I kid because I care, Kenny.
Oh, did you just call me Ken? No, that's the worst thing you can call me, bro.
I covered it up. I caught myself.
You didn't catch my government name is Kenneth. My government name is Kenneth.
If you had to go by Ken, Dave. Okay, let me ask you. No, and I apologize. Now, if you had to choose between, if you had to go, like Kenny is out, and you have to choose Ken or Kenneth for the rest of your life, which one do you choose?
Kenneth, bro. Hey, I was teased. What's up, my man, Jason?
That's Jay Mars,
not Jason.
Oh, yeah. Hey, my bad. What's up, bro?
He's looking into his little.
I'm usually the guy you say in the back.
Yeah.
They brought me forward today.
I just saw the bald head, bro.
No, my bald head's cleaner than Jason's. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this, how this shines. This is purty.
It does. He looks like a cue ball. It's pretty
That's awesome.
And, yeah, Jason's more tennis ball.
Yeah.
Jason killed it when you come back, man.
How you doing, buddy?
What's up? Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Would you ask me, homie?
I asked you. I asked you how you were doing, and then I was just going to transfer right in. The Celtics won last night in Miami. They beat them by a decent margin. Do you give the Celtics a legit chance of doing something no team has ever done, coming back from down 0-3?
That's a great question, man. Thank you for asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm getting ready for my my basketball tournament this weekend for Memorial Day weekend here in New Mexico. I got 220 teams from like 5 different states getting ready for that. Thank you. Wow. And at the same time, the way the Celtics finally came out and played, that was the old Celtics team, right? And they were on the road. And I totally agree with you. If anybody's gonna make history right now, it could be them. And I can't believe I'm actually saying that, because no team has really come back from a 3-0 deficit, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see. But only thing they got to do is take it one game at a time. But it's unreal to me, man, how Jason Tatum said he's one of the best. Remember that, Dave? Did you hear him say that? He's one of the best in the world?
Yeah.
Who says that, man?
He said it humbly. He said, I humbly say this. Does that change it?
But
the humbleness of
it? That's why you're laughing, bro, because you know better.
But doesn't it depend on perspective? Because, and I say this in all seriousness, no snark and no sarcasm. Kenny, when you played, you were one of the best players in the world. Like, literally, you guys are like, what, part of the 0.0001% that go pro. So maybe that's how he meant. If you're in the NBA, you're one of the best in the world.
That's exactly how I meant. I'm
right?
Sure.
Man, well, first off, Dave, it was a great soundbite. So that's the only reason why I'm bringing it up. Right? Hey, this TV thing is transitioning over to radio. But the fact that he's confident like that, he is one of the best. And nowadays, you're hearing guys say it more. And the fact that I think he's confident, I don't think it's cocky. He's confident in his ability, which he's shown, especially last night, having 30-something points. But he is that guy, but I think it's gonna come down to Al Horford. Al Horford hasn't played good in the series either. And there's some other guys, like Smart is a guy that needs to step up and do a little bit more. But it's going to be interesting to see how Boston comes out in Game 5 tomorrow.
Kenny Thomas joining us from the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. Kenny, let's go over to the Nuggets. And they sweep the Lakers in 4 games.
Wow.
I think it's one of the best 4-game sweeps we've ever seen, because the Lakers were competitive in all the games. But did you think the Lakers were going to put up more of a fight in the sense of this was going to be a 6, maybe 7-game series?
I did, man. I thought it was going to go 6. I'm not going to say how much I put on it, but I thought it was going to go 6, even though I had Denver. I just wanted to see a good series. I thought the Lakers would have at least win 1 or 2 games. I don't think anybody expected a sweep, but you can kind of tell like LeBron was tired.
Yeah.
And AD was playing good ball, but the guys that they brought in wasn't stepping up. I mean, how do you bench Russell and you come in with the young fella? Russell was supposed to step up. I don't know if you guys saw this in that last Game 4. Russell, towards the end of the game, I think it was the 3rd or 4th quarter, he shot a brick and it hit the other side of the backboard, man. Like, so where was his mindset at? Because he's such a better player than what he actually showed.
I'm going to ask you a question as we're talking to Kenny Thomas, Kings analyst. I want to ask you a question we were going over earlier with the retirement of Carmelo Anthony. We were trying to put together our top 5 players in the modern era that had never won a title, and we figured, okay, so Barkley's first, Stockton, Malone, and then we had to pick. You have to pick 2 of the following 3, Kenny. 2 of the following 3. Now you got it. You're in my head now. 2 of the following 3. Damn. You got to pick Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, or Carmelo Anthony.
What? So come on, man.
I'm saying 2. Who would you rank 1 and 2 out of those 3 for best players to never win a ring?
Nash. AI, you kidding me?
I agree. We agree.
Yeah, we agreed. AI was definitely there.
So now it's AI, Carmelo or Steve Nash.
Come on, man. I play with AI. Even though I play with him, he's number 1, hands down.
Agree.
Mello or Nash? Mello.
I
went Mello too.
Mello over Nash.
Mello
over 2-time MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, but he couldn't get it done in Phoenix, man. He had opportunities. It's kind of crazy because you think you bring up Steve Nash in Phoenix. CP3, man, I feel so bad for that guy, and he's a good guy. Like, he's over there 2nd year in a row. He's gotten hurt, but I still got to go Carmelo Anthony. Like, Carmelo Anthony was a deadly, man, from that perspective. Like, talk about buckets. I mean, Steve Nash was a guy that distributed the ball way better than anybody. Way better than Allen Iverson, but I can't believe I just said that, but I did.
Didn't Carmelo guys have, like, though, seriously, like, one of the weirdest / coolest / unique, like, you had Denver Mello, you had Knicks Mello, you had Syracuse Mello.
Hell, Portland Mello off the bench was great.
Olympic Mello was like the best of all Mellos.
Yeah.
Like he honestly had it was like 5 different players in one for his career.
I mean, you got to also understand, like, I had 10 coaches in 11 years. And once you go to different situations, there's changes that have to be made. Obviously, later in your career, you're not going to be that guy, right? To where you have to accept it. Not a lot of guys in his position can accept a situation like that. And the fact that he was still trying and he still had that name and he was still trying to play, good for him. Because a lot of people don't get those opportunities. Usually when it's over, it's over. But he had a great career. He's a brand Jordan guy. I wish I was a brand Jordan guy, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of perks, right, Jay?
Yes.
And he made a significant amount of money, man. So, I mean, now it's one of those times like, what are you going to do after basketball? Now, I'm pretty sure he's mellow. He's going to have playing opportunities, and let's see what he does.
Speaking about after basketball, Kenny, before we go, I just wanted to get your take on the whole LeBron post-game, have to look and evaluate what I'm doing. I'm not taking the retirement talk seriously, but what do you think his angle is there with that?
Man,
there's a lot to choose from.
He's LeBron James, man. Like, everybody's got to listen. Like, year 20 just ended, got 1 more year under contract. Like, he can do whatever he wants. Like, everybody talks about him waiting for his son to come in the league. Like, who knows? He can do that.
A lot of the spec, though, is like, do you take more into effect, like, this is him trying to let the Lakers know, like, hey, y'all need to put more around me? Or is this also trying to be like, hey, I'm going to play next year, but the first 20 games of the season, I'll see you guys on Christmas Day.
LeBron doesn't strike me as a type like, okay, I'll see you. He's going to miss those 20 games, right? I think he's a guy to where he is making a statement, hey, I need more guys around me. But the fact that LeBron is able to jump from a couple teams and win championships, he started that. And I don't think he's going to leave LA. Why would he? Especially with the film and movie industry and all the different things he has going on in LA. Why would he? But it would be interesting to see who they actually bring in to actually help support him. I felt like AD played a pretty good series, but at the same time, with him being who he is and athletic as he is, we probably expected a lot more from him.
Last thing for you, Kenny.
That sounds so depressing, Dave.
No, I'm sad because our conversation's almost over. I mean, come on. I always like looking for random Kenny Thomas things. So did you know that University of New Mexico was 71-3 at the pit when Kenny Thomas played? Oh, I know you do. I was asking Jay.
I know. I hope you know.
But here's my thing. Kenny Thomas is second on the Lobos all-time scoring list, career blocks list, and career dunks list. And I'm sitting here trying to think, who's number one? Is it Danny Granger? Who's number one?
No, Charles
Randy
Smith.
Brown.
He was my teammate.
Okay.
Charles Smith. He was my teammate. He was my roommate for my first 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year. You got to remember. Oh, prime point, Dave. I'm like 27 points away from Charles Smith. I had to sue the NCAA because they took a half a credit off of my transcript here in New Mexico. I got an injunction. I went through all 3 years with the NCAA screwing with me. And then finally, my senior year, I decided to sit out my first semester. I had to miss the first 9 games. But my old coach pushed the schedule back. If not, I would have missed like 15 games. So
if you'd had those 9 games,
so you got screwed.
If you had those 9 games, then you'd caught. So do you still have that eligibility?
Man, I wish. I have dreams that I do have that eligibility, right? And I have dreams that that 12th year has always come up, Dave. Even though I played 11 years, especially the way these kids are making money now.
Yeah,
man, I could have went out there and made a crap load of money right now.
Well, you made a crap load of money.
No. Not the kind of money they're making now.
True.
The kind of money they're making now, man.
True.
But Luke Longley played at my school, and he's first in shot block. So
okay,
I don't have that one.
You were first. I know we got a break. You're first in career rebounds.
Jay, don't be trying to get him to wrap up, man.
Hey man, I have a job to do.
Career rebounds.
Calm down, Jay.
Freshman scoring and rebounding. But also, Kenny Thomas, the all-time leader in personal fouls for a season and career. That is our guy. No layups, baby. No layups.
No, man. Especially I was trying to block shots back then. I was a little doughboy back in college, but at the same time, man, getting to the NBA, man, I had to stay in there. So I had to get my own personal training and try and get those pounds off like you need to do, Dave. I'm looking at you, man.
He called you
What's going on, bro?
I hope I could be an Adonis like you someday.
Throwing shots.
Wow, that is Kenny Thomas, University of New Mexico, Philadelphia 76er, Houston Rockets, Sacramento King, all-around good guy, charitable, running basketball tournaments, and stuffing himself full of Santa Fe or New Mexico chilies, I would imagine. Kenny,
I'm about to go get a workout in, Dave. You got to get your butt to the gym.
Well, you get your butt to the gym. I got nothing. See you, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Jay. I was just cheesing.
Later, dude.
You, Jason.
Oh, you're good.
Jeez. Cool. That is